Well, not everybody's seeing the snow, so because of that, this is the overall forecast for the country. Thanks for checking the video out today, guys. Yes, we do have winter storm warnings going here to the mid-Atlantic, also into parts of Ohio. These back here will expire after midnight, and these will last through the morning hours on Saturday. Those numbers could be 6, 7, 8 inches of snow, maybe more, especially in the mountains of West Virginia. I mean, somebody could pick up 10, 11 inches, maybe even a foot of snow once you get up in elevation. Snow ratios will be high. It'll be a fluffy snow in many areas. And look at this. Now we've got snow pushing all the way up into New York City, which you are under winter weather advisories. Head to weather.gov to always keep updated warnings coming your way to make sure you get the latest information. But yeah, so the snow is jogging a little further to the north. And how about that? Quite a bit of snow now, looking likely for places like Baltimore, D.C., up into Philadelphia. A nice way to start your Saturday. That is, if you like snow. It's going to be a long gone memory, though, as we move into the afternoon and evening hours. So by lunchtime, the snow is pretty much off to the east. A few light lingering snow showers into the Appalachian Mountains, up into the Great Lakes, too. And then everything moves out to sea. Across Florida, kind of a wet Saturday, right? Showers along the Gulf Coast will be around. And then we'll see more rain showers sticking around Saturday night. And it'll be a soggy weekend here in the not-so-sunshiny state of Florida. Mild, though, and a little cool, though, across the south with some colder air pushing in behind our system. Not super cold, but definitely a chill to the air, and seasonably cold, I'm going to tell you, across the northeast. In fact, we're probably going to be a little bit below normal with our temperatures as another weak system moves through sometime on Sunday. That'll bring us another chance for snow showers, this time much further to the north. So now we're talking about northern New England into Maine. Not a lot of accumulation with this one, but it could impact your morning commute on Monday in these areas. But we're used to the snow here, right? Well, most of the time. Really not as much snow this year. Across the west, it starts to get really busy. I'm going to back things up because we've got two systems really moving in. The first one will move in on Saturday, heavy snow into the Sierra, and then look, here comes another system on the way for Monday. What's interesting is that the weather pattern, I think, is going to stay active, and I'll show you why as we look really long range here with the GFS. One thing I'm feeling pretty good about, once we get rid of this clipper system here in the east, it's going to be relatively quiet. Now, it's not going to warm up a whole lot. I mean, it's going to be near or at least below average, I think, in these areas. And look, that warmth is really going to start building in here across the Rockies and into the central part of the country as we move towards, say, Wednesday and Thursday. By Thursday and Friday, that does start to push to the north and east. Warm enough for now rain here across the Ohio Valley, back all the way down toward Mississippi, Tennessee, Arkansas. That rain could be heavy here as this area of low pressure moves through. We've still got some time to track this one out. The exact track of this one will also dictate what kind of precipitation you see in the northeast. So another chance for snow, maybe, toward the end of next week. I'm telling you guys, we're in a stormy pattern. You may not know exactly when the storm is coming. It's going to be tough to time out. And look, another weak clipper tries to come in behind that one. Another clipper tries to dive in. Now, look, we're into next weekend. So from this point on, we are in dreamland. But I think the models do a good job traditionally of picking up on hints of what's happening in the atmosphere, at least picking up on storms and storminess. I'd say that more so. Okay, so how about this? A Great Lakes cutter 2 weeks from now. I'm not February 28th. Good grief. It's a joke to be forecasting out this far. But I mean, here's why. You go back one model run. Yeah, there's your storm. Kind of there, right? You go back to last night's run. Sort of there. So I guess you could argue that we are seeing some idea of something happening around the 27th, 28th, 29th. I mean, that's probably not going to happen. The GFS is notorious for doing this, trying to push that cold air in under the rain. If you're waiting for spring, well, let me tell you, it's going to feel like spring across the central part of the country. I would say seasonably cold in the northeast, probably the Pacific Northwest too, over the next 2 weeks or so. All right, that's all I got for tonight. Have a great weekend, and I'll catch you tomorrow.